You are listening to the Home Base Business Podcast on Hermetic Temple Radio. Good morning, good morning, good morning. This is Ralph from www.growwithralph.com and the Home Base Business Success Podcast. And we've got a topic today that I'm pretty primed for, even at this hour of pre-dawn, our time. Who's got my money? And that's a quote from Grant Cardone. That is a question that Mr. Cardone asks his students to consider when they're going out there trying to sell something, when they're trying to pitch their business or pitch their service or pitch a certain product. Think in terms of who's got my money. And when I first heard that, the lights went on for me in my own marketing practices, because there's a couple common mistakes that marketers make. One common problem that marketers make is not knowing their market and essentially pitching the wrong product to the wrong people. And it's like, if you can imagine Ty Lopez trying to sell a Lamborghini and going down into a trailer park, maybe a trailer park down in Arkansas, and trying to find people who want to buy a Lamborghini. Would that be the right market for that product? Hey, I got this nice little Lambo here. I'll make you a special deal, $100,000. Who wants to buy it? Well, I don't think that would be the best community to be selling a Lamborghini in. And I don't think that you would get very many takers. As a matter of fact, I don't think a person would get any takers at all. The only person that might be interested, and this person would be the notable exception, in our little neck of the woods, not in Arkansas, but down in the Ozarks in rural Missouri here, we had a little old lady. She's since passed now, but she owned a trailer park. She owned a couple of trailer parks. She owned an old flea bag hotel that had a trailer park in the rear. And I think she owned a few other businesses. And she lived in the one trailer park because, well, she was managing it. But she had the money for a Lamborghini, turns out. You wouldn't really have known it, but, she was an exceptional little old lady. She'd been involved in her own businesses since early childhood, actually. And she was just something else. So if somebody showed up in that one trailer park selling a Lamborghini, hey, she may have been the only person there that would be able to pay that price to get a new Lambo. But she would be the exception. But yeah, that's a common problem that people have in online marketing. Actually, in any kind of marketing, is not knowing the people that you're marketing to, your market, and essentially pitching the wrong product to the wrong person. And when you have to sit down and ask yourself the question, who's got my money? The lights can really turn on for a lot of different people. Consider the product that you're trying to sell. Is it high-end, a low-end, a mid-range type product? Is this something that the average person in your area is going to be able to afford? Who are the people that are going to be able to afford this product or service or business? Essentially whatever it is that you're trying to sell. And then figure out, how do I target people in the right market. And this is something that gets overlooked in a lot of different sales programs. The common wisdom still in sales, marketing of any kind, is that you sit down, you make a list of all your friends, of all your family, everybody you know, from early childhood to that point in time, and then you go ahead, you start setting up appointments, you start calling these people, and you try pitching your product or business or service to that list of people. And that's a good practice for getting practice. It is. It's a good way for a newcomer to any kind of marketing to get practice in marketing anything. I went through that when I was in my freshman year of college, and I got into a direct selling business. And I didn't last long in that business, but I just wasn't ready for it, not at that time. But I made out a list of everybody that I knew. My parents, they didn't want me to market to them. They thought it was all rubbish. And my friends, there was a family that lived right next door, and they were rather supportive. They were also into direct marketing. So I went over there to pitch my product, and she just said, "Okay, give me your spiel. What's the spiel, Ralph?" And I mean, she was kind of supportive and encouraging. And then I went to. She didn't buy though. She had enough of her own stuff to sell, so didn't make a sale that day. And then I went to my high school friends, college friends, and the problem that I had with most of the people that were on my list is that I had a high-end product. I was selling waterless cookware, nice china, Waterford crystal, and flatware. I mean, it was a nice line of cookware and dinnerware products. And it was a company that had been in business for a little while at that time, and they're still in business at this time. So, I mean, it was a reputable company. I could have actually gone far with it had I just persevered through the first couple of months. Unfortunately, I did not. But the problem that I was having is just taking that product and pitching it to the wrong people. And had I been encouraged to just sit down and get a better focus on finding the right people for that product, I think my first days of direct selling would have gone a whole lot better. But the common wisdom at that time, and I think it's still the common wisdom, is to just sit down, make a list of everybody you know. And I mean, don't care whether or not they might actually be interested or be able to afford your product, but just sit down and make a list of everybody you know, and then give them your spiel. Try to pitch that product to that list of people. And it's a good way to get practice, and beginners in anything need practice, but it's not a very good suggestion, at least I don't think, to make sales. In my experience, I've never really made very many sales going from that first list, where I was starting to get, some pretty good results, was when I just opened up the phone book and opened up the phone book for, at that time it was Johnson County, Kansas, an area known as the Golden Ghetto because a lot of wealthy people live there. And I mean, just going through the phone book at random, cold calling people, I was actually getting some hits. And had I stuck to that strategy, I think I would have found success with that program and stayed with that program. But in my case, I was just too young, too easily discouraged, and just wasn't really ready to stick with something yet. But I actually did. I cold called a little old lady, didn't know her at all, and she picked up the phone. And at that time, I just gave her the basics. I said, "Hey, my name's Ralph. I'm with Royal Prestige, and I'm just trying to get a list going here. Would you happen to be interested in cookware, Waterford crystal, china?" And she said, "Oh, yes. I'm very much interested in Waterford crystal. What do you have to sell?" And I mean, that was my one successful call for that day. But I was actually reaching out at random to a person that represented, the right market for that product. And yeah, I took down her information, her name, her address, and we set up an appointment for a demonstration, in-home demonstration, and that was my one little bit of success with that company. But yeah, unfortunately, I didn't stay with it because I just wasn't ready for it. And that's another common problem in marketing, is just reaching out to people that aren't really ready to buy, are not ready to commit to a certain program. If you're selling a business opportunity, you need to be reaching out to people that are ready for whatever it is that you have to present. Again, just sit down, ask yourself the question, who's got my money? And when you can figure out, who the right group of people are for you to be reaching out to, and you can find the right individuals within that group that you can start talking to and pitching your service or product or business to, you will start to find success. But it all comes down to just knowing your market. Who's got my money and who doesn't? I mean, that's the other part of that question. Who doesn't have my money? And it sounds like a materialistic question to ask, but when you're trying to sell something, especially a high-end product like a Lamborghini, okay, are you in the right neighborhood? Or are you just making the mistake of trying to sell a Lamborghini in a trailer park? You just have to know your market and then get started from that point. Another common problem that is illustrated by this question of who's got my money, another common problem in marketing, and this is in marketing, in networking, in any kind of, field of human interaction, is that poor people tend to network with other poor people. Wealthy people tend to network with other wealthy people. And it's really not that common for there to be much of a crossover, where the poor people will, begin networking with rich people, and rich people, wealthy people, they'll start networking with poor people. It does happen, but I mean, it's more common. I mean, as human beings, we're not really, I don't want to use the word racist. We tend to be prejudiced. We tend to feel more comfortable with people who are like ourselves. And that's kind of like a tunnel vision that we have as human beings. We tend to think inside our own box, and we relate to people inside that box really well. But people who are outside of that box, we tend to view with suspicion. We tend to not really open up with, that well. And it's really rare that you'll see, poor people reaching out and networking with wealthy people, and vice versa, wealthy people networking with poor people. And there's no law against it, to my knowledge, not in my country, not in any country that I know of. There may be some laws in your local area, but no reason why poor people cannot network with rich people. And there's no reason why rich people can't be networking with poor people. It's just that we have to learn to expand our horizons and cross those invisible barriers and reach out beyond our own social status and network with people who are, maybe higher than us, on the social ladder or lower than us on the social ladder, and just connect and see if they have an interest or a need that we can help to address. And in business, people that are successful in business, poor people who get started in business and become successful, they know how to reach out to the folks who have the money. And in any kind of business, that's what we have to do. Again, who's got my money? Ask yourself that question, and then get beyond any hang-ups you may have about, wanting to reach out to people in that group, in that social status, and confront yourself. I mean, this is where prejudice actually does play a part. Are you prejudiced against people in a certain social bracket? Do you think that if you're a poor person, do you think that rich people have money because they're criminals, or because they're evil, or because they're bad? Do you consider money to be evil in and of itself? And then by extension, do you consider rich people to be evil because they have money? And this is a common attitude that we still see in the world today. People that have unhealthy attitudes about money. And I mean, they're raised with that attitude that the money is the root of all evil, and people get rich because they're involved in some sort of criminal activity. And yes, there are some people like that out there, but it does not apply that all rich people are evil. Far from it. There's a lot of very good people that have, a good substantial income, and they're open to networking with people that have something to offer that they may not have, that they may want, that they may need, a certain product, a certain service, a certain skill set. And so we have to do a little soul searching. If you do have that attitude that money is evil and rich people are evil because they got something you don't have, then you do need to do some soul searching and just get beyond that hang-up, get beyond that prejudice, and then start networking with the people who have the money to buy your product or service or get involved in your business. So yeah, there's no reason why poor people should only network with other poor people, and there's no reason why only wealthy people should network with other wealthy people. And on social media, I mean, that social media can be the great equalizer. We got people from all over the world. I mean, in this podcast, I've been reaching out to people in Russia, in the United States. Notice we've got some new listeners now in India. Welcome. So, we have a universal reach. We can connect with anybody. First world nations, second world nations, third world nations. And, we can really cross a whole lot of barriers. And, that opens up a market. You just have to be creative with that market. And just ask yourself the question, okay, what do I have to offer? And who would be the perfect, group of people for this opportunity? And I'm speaking in, more general terms of who's got my money. And just go from there. But, that raises another question, is when you're doing online marketing, and you're sitting down and you're asking yourself the question, who's got my money? Does that mean that as a marketer, I should only market to people in certain areas? Like, this is another little bit of common wisdom out there, that people think that They should only market to people in tier 1 nations like United States, Canada, United Kingdom, essentially English-speaking nations that have a lot of disposable income as a general rule of thumb. And there are marketers out there that will, buy ads, and they'll target those ads only at tier 1 countries. But is that the best practice? Now, this may sound like a complete abdication of what I've said previously, but I think that's a mistake. You see, thinking in terms of who's got my money, I don't think we should think exclusively in terms of money as a currency. There are other forms of currency out there that can be just as valuable as cold hard cash. And those currencies can be excitement, enthusiasm, high energy, folks who are willing to learn and have a lot of energy to put into a new business. They may not have the money to get involved in a new business, but they've got the energy, they've got the enthusiasm, they're willing to learn, so that willingness to learn can be a very valuable currency in online marketing, especially in the business opportunity area of online marketing. And if you're doing biz ops, I think if you got a business opportunity that has a free level that people can join at, or some sort of low budget starter level membership tier, that you can be reaching out to people in all nations and finding success with a lot of different people. They may not have cold hard cash, but if they've got excitement, enthusiasm, drive, the willingness and the ability to learn new skills and to take a new business opportunity and pick it up at the lowest possible level and just run with it, that is very valuable currency to have in any country, whether it's tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. And I discovered this quite by accident. I was building up a Facebook page, and I was just getting a lot of folks from the third world reaching out to me. Turns out these were mostly Filipino women looking for American husbands, and they saw my profile picture and they thought, okay, let's send him a friend request, and I just went ahead and approved everybody. But as a result, I had my marketing group on Facebook, but it was a marketing group of people that really didn't have any money to invest in a business opportunity. But I had this one person that reached out to me on my business page and was wanting to know. She said she was very interested in starting her own business, and she wanted to know what I had. So I tried pitching her the Power Lead system, and that's an excellent business opportunity to get into. The only problem with it, from her perspective, is that it costs $53.97 a month to get involved in it, and she didn't have that money. She did not have my money when it came to that. So I had to stop and think, okay, there's a free level that we could get her in at, but at the free level, she can't make any money. She can get experience, but she can't make any money on that free level. And she was wanting to make money. So I sat down, I looked at my list of business portfolios that I could recommend, and I thought, okay, Wealthy Affiliate. That's a good one right there, because they've got a free starter level membership. With that, she'll get one website. She'll get lessons that she can take, teaching her how to build that website and how to market the Wealthy Affiliate program or anything else that she may have to market. And then she also gets access to the Wealthy Affiliate Referral Plan, which is a nice compensation plan that pays even free members when they bring premium members into the program. So I thought, okay, this is something that she can use absolutely free. She gets some real value out of this program. And while there's no guarantee of success, she has a chance of making some money on a recurring basis if she's able to make sales. So, yeah, I pitched that to her, and that turned out to be a nice fit. So, when you're thinking in terms of who's got my money, yes, cold hard cash is important, but it's not the only thing. There's other forms of currency like the willingness to improve oneself, the drive to succeed, excitement, just the will to learn, willingness to learn, and that drive to succeed. Those can be very valuable currencies too. And if you've got a business opportunity that's got, like Wealthy Affiliate does, a free starter level, then you can pitch that product, that business opportunity, to any kind of person whatsoever. And if they are able to find success in it and they upgrade, then, well, you make some money, even with people that don't have any money. Now, I am going to take a break. We'll get a little deeper into that after this break, but right now, going to play a song by the Old Recruits, Everybody Getting Freaky, and we'll be right back after this.
You came here for everybody getting freaky. We are here to give you more. Everybody, are you with me? You know what you came here for. Everybody getting freaky. 1, 2, 3, 4. Desire, I want to move on fire. You know what you came here for. Everybody getting freaky. We are here to give you more. Everybody, are you with me? You know what you came here for. Everybody getting freaky. We are here to give you more.
And we are back with more. Okay, I wanted to finish up that last thought. I needed to get a little bit of coffee beforehand, though, and lubricate my voice. But that last thought of people that live in third world countries having a very valuable currency other than money. And this can be true in any country, but when you come across a person that maybe flat broke or maybe only have enough money to get in at the basic level of any kind of business opportunity, if they have the willingness to learn, the drive to succeed, and a lot of enthusiasm, they can become valuable business partners. I was networking with a guy that was in a similar business opportunity as one of my business opportunities. And he got a message from a guy somewhere in Africa, and he said he didn't remember what country in Africa it was even, but a poor nation. And this guy, he said he could barely speak English, and he reached out to him on Facebook and wanted to join a certain business that he was in. And at first he thought, I'm not really going to get much. This guy's probably not going to find much success with this program, but hey, if he wants in, okay, I'll just send him my link and let him come in. And he did. He said, okay, here's my link. And the guy paid his first month membership fee. And then that first month, the guy I was talking to, he was surprised with this gentleman's progress. Came from a very poor country, but his first month he was making sales. And after the second month, third month, this guy was generating a lot of money in sales every single month. And this other entrepreneur I was talking to was really shocked because he said this guy, this little guy from this poor country in Africa that could barely speak English, he was outperforming a lot of his team members that lived in the United States, Canada, the UK, and he had his level of prejudice challenged with that experience. But it just goes to show that there are other forms of currency out there besides just cold hard cash. And if somebody has the drive, the enthusiasm, the willingness to learn, they can clean up with certain business opportunities. So on that note, I'm going to have a list of 3 suggestions to just toss out here at people if you're involved in any kind of online marketing. And if you want to see what kind of things I'm into, if you're thinking you'd like to partner with me on any kind of business, you can check me out, www.growwithralph.com, and I've got my links there for Wealthy Affiliate. Anybody can get in on that practically. Power Lead System, a little more high end of a business, but another business that people might be interested in at kind of a basic level to me, but other people may find the membership prohibitive. But check me out there, and if you want to partner with me, that'd be great. Love to have you. www.growwithralph.com. But now my list of suggestions for folks that are just getting started in online marketing, network marketing, is recognize that we are in a global marketplace right now. And you've got the ability to sell products to a wide variety of people, many different groups of people. Some people, they're going to have your money. Other people may have other forms of currency. They may not have cold hard cash. They may be Bitcoin millionaires, though. Did I just say Bitcoin? No, I meant to say Bitcoin, but yeah, you may have some Bitcoin millionaires out there in some third world countries. And then you may also have folks that are just, they don't have any kind of negotiable currency, but they've got drive, they've got enthusiasm, they've got that willingness to learn, the will to succeed. So make sure that you have businesses, products, services that you can market to a wide variety of different people. Everything from like free to low end to high end. And with me, my best free product that I have is really the Wealthy Affiliate Program, and people can sit down with that. They can learn at their own speed, and just take it as fast or as slow as they really want to go. And then once they get their website up using Wealthy Affiliate, once they've learned how to use that website, and once they get out there and they start making sales, they can start making money. And then maybe over the course of a few months or a year or maybe 2 years, when they upgrade from that free membership to a premium level of membership, not only will they start making money, of course, by that time I hope they've been making money for a good long period of time, but at that point I start making money too. And so if you're marketing with a long range approach, as well as a short range approach, you can be reaching out to people anywhere and still eventually be rewarded for your efforts. I know I've gotten in on several different free business opportunities, and I joined them not really because I was that interested, but because it was free, and I figured, okay, I'll check this out. I don't have much to lose. Or it was incredibly cheap, so I thought, okay, I'll check that out. And only out $7, $10, whatever. And some of these businesses I just sat on for 1 year, 2 years, and then suddenly decided, hey, let's pick this back up and run with it, and I'd start using it. And I know what my sponsors in these programs must have been thinking, that here they had me join, and then took me 1 or 2 years to finally do anything with it, and then all of a sudden they see money rolling in from this guy in Wheatland, Missouri, and they may have even forgotten who the heck I was. But I mean, that income stream just came into blossom. And that can happen. In any kind of online marketing, any kind of business opportunity, we're planting seeds. And sometimes those seeds may grow in like a few months, a few weeks, or some seeds may grow after a few years. And some seeds, of course, never grow at all. But when we're planting seeds, of course, we want the seeds to mature and blossom and come to fruition as soon as possible. So that's the beauty in focusing on who's got my money, talking about cold hard cash. If you're wanting to make a sale, ASAP, then that's what you have to do. Find the right people with the right income and market your product to those people. But other seeds may take a couple of years. But that's where the beauty lies in being able to market to people from all different backgrounds, all different social levels, and all different countries. And just make sure that you have something that's going to be a nice fit for practically anyone. A free business opportunity that they can join without spending any money if they don't have any money, but gives them the ability to upgrade once they start making money with the program or once they feel comfortable with the program, and gives them kind of like baby steps in the program, the ability to start at a level they can actually start with and then progress upwards from there if it turns out that they like the opportunity and they're able to work with it. And then have something low end, for folks in, second world, tier 2, tier 1 countries that may be of average to modest means. And then your high-end products. Like with me, it's like Grant Cardone products. He's got stuff that, books that people can buy. Oh my God, from, just $10, $20 to seminars that go for like $3,000 a ticket. I mean, that's a good thing to have in your business portfolio as well. So yeah, who's got my money? But you have something for everybody. If you want to sell exclusively high-end products, and you're good at selling exclusively high-end products, then yeah, that's a good product. I mean, that's a good area to work on. Is just who's got my money, and focus on tier 1 countries, and focus on high-income earners, and folks that want to make a change in their life, and are willing to have the willingness and the money to put into making that change. But I like a more balanced approach. I like to be able to reach out to a wide variety of different people. And working with people on the lower end of the income spectrum, I mean, I like to be able to, help them out. I mean, I'm an old minister, not an old recruit, but an old pulpit minister. And in pulpit ministry, we were always reaching out to people of, low means, and trying to help them as best we could. And that's what got me into online marketing, really, is that with online marketing, business opportunities, you can find something that is legit and something that can be used by practically anybody to help people improve themselves. And for me, one of the best businesses that folks can join for no money whatsoever, really, is the Wealthy Affiliate Program. And they get their first business website. They get 20 lessons teaching them how to fill out, build that website, and teaching them how to market the Wealthy Affiliate Program. And it's been around for 15 years. So if you want to join me in that, or Power Lead System, or anything, again, www.growwithralph.com. I mean, that's a beautiful opportunity. And I've got a few other things that I'm into as well. I'll be adding new stuff in later on this week. But yeah. So that's suggestion number 1. Have products that you can market to many different groups of people, from free to low end to high end. Now, suggestion number 2, learn where to find people who might be interested in high end products and network with those people. Now, this may sound like a challenge, but if you're a person like from a low income social status, and you're trying to find people that are in the high income bracket to wealthy to rich, how do you find those people? How do you market to those people? How do you, make contact with those people? That may seem to be kind of impossible, but actually it's quite doable. Again, we live in the era of social media, the World Wide Web, and we can be networking with all kinds of different people. We just need to learn where to find them. And, of course, one of the best tips I was ever given is a tip that I got through the Power Lead system, and that was Max Steingart's training, Endless Free Leads for Life. And he recommended that you focus a lot of time on LinkedIn, and said that's where you're going to find the serious business people, some of whom may already be into a network marketing type program, and folks who have the money to put into getting into another network marketing program, and are just wanting to find a new opportunity. Maybe, they've mastered their latest 2 or 3 network marketing programs, and they're looking for yet another one, because one thing that people find true in the network marketing space, in the online marketing space, is that you can get into a lot of different companies and learn how to make money with those different companies. But there's no guarantee there's no guarantee you're going to make any money with these opportunities. And then once you start making money, there's no guarantee that the company's going to last forever. A lot of these companies don't last forever. A lot of them, they're lucky to last a year. Wealthy Affiliate, now that's been around for 15 years. Power Lead Systems been around for 5. But I mean, there's no guarantee that they're going to last beyond 2021. They may even not last throughout 2020, which would be a sad thought for me because I'm rather heavily invested in both of those companies. But I mean, the thing is that when you're dealing with network marketing opportunities, business opportunities, these things can come, they can go. Some will last for years. Others may only last for a few months. So people who are into network marketing opportunities, they are always looking out for a new business opportunity that they can get in on at the ground floor. And so that way, if one of their other primary businesses goes belly up, they've got another business that they can take out of the box, dust off, put on the front burner, and get rolling in short order. And folks who have experience in network marketing, direct sales, online marketing, these are people that have the skills, the experience to be able to get into a new company and make it work. I mean, we're not talking about beginners that need to have their hand held and need to be carefully trained and mentored and encouraged. We're talking about old recruits, folks that have experience and can come into a new network marketing company and really do outstandingly well. So if you're looking to bring people into your business, you're asking yourself the question, who's got my money? And also asking yourself the question, who's got experience in this type of an industry? Because experience is another form of currency that can be every bit as valuable as the money. And if they've got the money and they've got the experience level, and they've got the interest in your particular business, then they can get in on it and they can start earning a decent income for themselves. And if it's a business that rewards you for team building, like the Power Lead system does, they can start making money for you as well. So best place to be finding people like that is on LinkedIn. And you can search for people that are looking for business opportunities. You can start joining groups that are built around certain business opportunities, network marketing, direct sales, things of that nature, and start networking with people that have that interest and start talking to them and see, okay, are these people interested in anything that I have to offer? And if they've got my money, if they've got the experience, then, I mean, that would be a no-brainer to just, start talking to those people, reach out to those people, see if you can attract them into your business. And when you get people like that, you can start finding success. No guarantee of success in any kind of online business. We do take risks. We're entrepreneurs. So we learn how to take reasonable risks. Some entrepreneurs will take unreasonable risks, but we learn how to manage those risks well, and we learn how to turn the odds in our favor and work with these opportunities and make them work for us. And people that have that attitude, that entrepreneurial spirit, that's another form of currency that's very valuable. The kind of person that's not going to quit like I did when I was like 18 and not really ready to get into a direct sales type of a business. That point in time, I was looking for a job, not an entrepreneurial business. But when you find somebody that has that entrepreneurial attitude, that entrepreneurial spirit, and they've got the money, and they've got the experience, and they've got the attitude, hey, bring them into your business. They can become very successful partners in practically anything when they apply themselves. Another way that if you're active on any other kind of social media, whether it be Facebook or Twitter or Parler or MeWe or any other platform that's out there, get to know people, see what they post, what kind of stuff are they posting on their business or just on their personal pages. Are they posting pictures of a dinner that's like, lobster thermidor, T-bone steaks? Or are they posting pictures of dinners that consist of, beans and barbecue? Or are they just eating beans and rice with no barbecue? And by seeing what they're posting, you can get a pretty good understanding of where that person is in their walk of life. If they're posting pictures of lobster thermidor and talking about, having a maid, a butler, if they drive a Lamborghini, then you can be pretty sure that they're lying through their teeth or they're part of the upper class. And, that can be another way that you can tell successful people from everybody else. And then just see, okay, who do you want to market to? What kind of offers do you have? Do you want to reach out to somebody that needs help but has no money? Do you have a program that has a free starter level that can actually help them? And if so, hey, reach out. Or just wait for them to reach out to you. And then shoot them your link and, wait. Help them as best you can and then wait maybe 1 or 2 years or maybe even just a few months, and you may be surprised at their progress. And then again, if you're looking for the successful people, folks that have hard currency, then yeah, you can find people using that method too, but just it involves getting to know other people, letting those people get to know, like, and trust you, and then you get to a point where, hey, you can start doing business. But it just takes a little bit of time, a little bit of effort, and just getting to know people. Now, my last suggestion here is don't just try to sell to people at random. And we've already kind of covered this too. Get to know your connections and your friends on social media, know their needs, know their means, and know their interests. There's so many people that get involved in online marketing, and they just think that they just take a link and they start spamming it all over the place, and they don't really care who they hit with it. It's just, hey, take a look at this. Hey, buy this. Hey, buy this. Buy from me. Buy from me. And people on social media, they just don't like that. They need to get to know you. They need to be able to like you and trust you before they'll actually be open to doing business with you. And so you've got to give them the opportunity to get to know you. And you have to take the opportunity to get to know them. What are their needs? What are their means? What kind of income do they have? What are their interests? And then, take a look. If they seem to be needing help in a certain area, do you have the tools that they might be able to use to get the help that they need? Do you have a product or a service that might fill a need that they have? And if you do, then you can tell them about it. What are their interests? Are they interested in, say, waterless cookware? If so, maybe a line of products from Royal Prestige might be to their liking. If they've got no interest in flatware, dinnerware, china, waterless cookware, if they're more into beans and barbecue and paper plates and plastic forks, then that's probably the wrong market for that particular niche. But you never know. Maybe they've been eating off of paper plates and plastic forks for long enough. Maybe they've gotten to a point in their life where they're ready to make a change. And then maybe something like waterless cookware and flatware and dinnerware might be something that they might be interested in. But first you have to take the time to get to know them. Get to know your market, know their needs, know their means, and know their interests. And it takes a little bit of footwork to do all that. But once you've done it, and once you start making contacts and connections with the right people, and you get to know these people, you can be doing business. But you got to take the time that it takes to get to know them, let them get to know you, and once they get to the point that they know, like, and trust you, then you might be able to do some business. But just keep in mind, there are so many scams online, so many scams out there, that folks are justifiably skeptical about anything and everything. And yeah, just don't think that you can just shoot your link out to people and make a sale that way. You can be spending years of your time just shooting your link out to people and making little to no progress whatsoever. But once you take the time to get to know people and let them know you, and you ask yourself the question, okay, who's got my money? And you can find people out there that, have your money, then you can start doing business. But yeah, ask yourself that question. Who's got the cash to buy whatever it is that I'm trying to sell? Who's got the interest? Who's got the right attitude if it's a business opportunity? Who's got the energy and the drive to really clean up in this particular industry? Think of all the possible forms of currency out there. Cold hard cash, Bitcoin, enthusiasm, the drive, the will to succeed, and then just go on social media, start searching people out, ask yourself that question, who's got my money? And you can do this in the face-to-face world too. Just depends on where you are, where you're at, what your skills are, and where you want to begin. But yeah, who's got my money? Great piece of advice there from Grant Cardone. So that's about all for today. We're going to wrap this broadcast up. And again, if you'd like to partner with me on any of my business opportunities, find me at my main website, www.growwithralph.com. And we'll be back tomorrow. We're going to be talking about the power of no, based on the book Go for No by Andrea Waltz and Richard Fenton, and talk about the power of hearing no repeatedly when you're trying to present your product, business, or service to other people. We don't like hearing the word no, but there can be power in that word no if we use it correctly. So that'll be tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. our time. And until then, everybody take care and best of luck in whatever business you happen to be in. And we will talk to you later. Thanks for dropping by.